can't let that happen. I'd get him first, so help me God, the Blessed Virgin.
All right, Joyce, all right. You're like
a
a broken record here. Get off it.
You better not be screwing me over here. After I've been covering your ass all this time, keeping you out of it, because so help me. I'll get your husband, I'll get your children, and I will fucking get you.
It's over. Just leave me alone. I'm tired of your bullshit. It's fucking over.
You think it's over?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Movie Buffer, and tonight we will be discussing Mortal Thoughts, which is a hidden gem movie. Mortal Thoughts is a 1991 American neo-noir psychological thriller film directed by Alan Rudolph and starring Demi Moore, Glenne Headly, Bruce Willis, John Pankow, and Harvey Keitel. Told in narrative flashbacks set in a police interrogation, the film centers on a woman implicated in the violent murder of her friend's abusive, drug-addicted husband. Its title is derived from a quote in William Shakespeare's The Tragedy of Macbeth. In addition to starring in the film, Moore also served as co-producer and offered to pay the cast and crew overtime when the film's original director, Claude Kerven, was fired and replaced by Rudolph. Demi Moore, who had recently gained widespread fame for her role in Ghost in 1990, was drawn to the project as she felt playing a character with a New Jersey dialect was a challenge. Her words, "I'd never done a dialect before, like theater actresses such as Meryl Streep and Glenn Close, and the child in me was excited to try it." Another appeal was the intense loyalty between the two women, the love and trust that made it okay to live in marriages that did not work. Like a lot of us, they accepted the familiar, even if it's not good, and find other outlets that are workable. Girl, don't I know it. Bruce Willis, Moore's then husband, was cast in the role of Jimmy, the abusive husband of Glenne Headley's character. Moore stated that both she and Willis had a mutual interest in the film as it partly dealt with substance abuse issues which both had experienced in their lives. The film got average reviews, and most of the critics seemed to think that the interactions of the characters were unlikely. I have to wholeheartedly disagree. Obviously, these so-called critics did not grow up in a lower middle-class, poverty/working-class environment, or they have chosen not to remember and block it out, because the characters rang very true for me. Even though I'm not a Jersey Shore girl, I feel that their exchanges with each other was similar to how I grew up. This is the culture of poverty and working class people. This is how we interact and has nothing to do with race. Everyone is basically on edge, which brings about senseless arguments that sometimes turn deadly. I do want to mention that Glenne Headly died of
Joyce, come here. Come here. Where's the purse?
Gave it to my father.
What, are you crazy? Since when you start trusting your father?
My father paid for the fucking wedding. If he wants to collect the envelopes, so let him.
Go get the purse.
No!
Go get the purse.
Shit, Jimmy, my sister paid for this dress.
Come on, it's family now.
Your business, Cynthia. Whose family you in? There's no need to talk out of here, bonehead. Who invited you to the wedding anyway? I'm telling you nicely, go get the purse.
I do want to mention that Glenne Headly died of complications from a pulmonary embolism on June 8, 2017 at the young age of 62 in Santa Monica, California. Rest in peace. Now let's talk about the main theme of this movie: female friendships, or actually friendships in general, specifically the best friend friendship. I remember when I was in my high school years, I had a best friend. Her name was Marcia Thurman Shell. Yes, I did put her full name in this video. There it is. Deal with it, bitch. Anyway, we spent a lot of time together. She was my platonic person. I remember my grandfather at one point in our many teenage me growing up arguments, and he was raising me at the time after my mother died. He said that I should just marry her. I should just marry my best friend. And I thought that was odd, but it has shown that people are offended sometimes by the best friend relationship, whether it be male or female. The film revolves around the investigation of a murder and the complex relationships between two friends, Cynthia Kellogg, played by Demi Moore, and Joyce Urbanski, played by Glenne Headly, and they are involved in this crime. The story unfolds through a series of flashbacks as Cynthia and Joyce provide their versions of the events leading up to the murder. The movie explores themes of friendship, deception, and the blurred lines between truth and lies. As the police investigate the crime, they find discrepancies in the stories told by the two women, leading to a tense and gripping narrative. One notable aspect of Mortal Thoughts is the strong performances by the lead characters, particularly Demi Moore and Glenne Headly, who deliver compelling portrayals of their characters. The film's plot keeps the audience guessing, revealing twists and turns that challenge their perception.
What is this?
Told him to give it to me. It didn't concern him. Where'd you get that? He said, but this is a lie.
This is a lie. It's not even
I told him it was for Joyce's defense.
Why are you still involved in this?
It's just to show the van was robbed.
Listen to me, Cynthia. You gotta keep your nose up her behind all the time. You should just pack your bags and go with her.
Critics have praised the film for its engaging storytelling and the chemistry between the actors. However, some have also noted that the movie's pacing and execution could be improved in certain areas. Again, I totally disagree. Oh my God. To me, this film's pacing and storytelling was perfect. It is absolutely a hidden gem if there ever was one. It tells the story of people who are in poverty, who are trying to make it out. This is how they talk. This is how they interact with each other. Everything in this movie rang true. And it's not, again, about black or white. It is about the culture of poverty and how people who are on the edge interact with each other. Bruce Willis as the antagonistic villain was perfect. Demi Moore as the friend, wife, mother, and possible murderer was exceptionally executed. Glenne Headly as your in-your-face villain was done in such a superb way. The movie led you down a stereotypical path that actually misleads you, and in the end, you feel sad about all involved, even the...
I think I killed him. What are you talking about?
Come here. It was an accident, man. He was choking me.
James, are you up?
He grabbed me by the throat, so I cut him on the what was the jugular?
Oh, Joyce.
You don't think he's hurt? He's bleeding to death. Let's get him to a doctor.
That's exactly what I said to her. But she wouldn't listen to me. I was begging her to go.
You were begging her?
We'll make up a story to the cops like he disappeared or something.
Are you out of your mind? We have to report this to the police or you're gonna be in even bigger trouble than you are now.
Cynthia, he tried to kill me. Do you understand? He tried to fucking kill me. What if the cops don't believe me? They'd burn my ass. And I'd go to jail for the rest of my life. Shit.
This is an excellent movie. I love Harvey Keitel, and he does an amazing job as a cop, which he has been typecast for. Well, after The Taxi Driver, when he played a pimp, which is so hilarious for me to watch today. I have to say, he was sexy as hell in Thelma and Louise, which came out in the same year, in 1991, as Mortal Thoughts. So, have you seen Mortal Thoughts? If not, go watch it now. It's incredible. Check it out and leave your comments below. Please make sure to like and subscribe and share in order to grow this channel. Either way, I appreciate you for watching. And as always, peace